Oh boy. Alright guys, what's going on? My name is the California Cougar. Alright, and we have 20 films to go over. This is part 2 of my 3-part series for the worst films of 2018. I'm just going to be going through 20 through 11 in this video. And of course, I've got my good friend here, like I did with the last one. Let's get right into this. Coming in at number 20 is a film that came out, I think, back in March of this year. And some people were comparing it to, like, Mother Meets John Wick, kind of. And it actually has, like, a 60% rating or something like that on Rotten Tomatoes, somewhere around there. But, yeah, I saw this. Oh, my God. I was bored throughout the whole thing. My number 20 is... Now, I actually know a lot of people that really like this movie. More power to them, but I could not stand it. I actually could not stand this movie at all. It is absolute garbage. I almost gave it an F. I was this close to giving it an F. And I'm sorry, I do not understand the hype around Jennifer Lawrence. I really don't. Like, other than X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and Silver Linings Playbook, I've hated her performance in pretty much every single one of her movies that she was in. Like, I just cannot stand her. I think she's a terrible actress, one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood, and she's just so bland in this movie. So bland. It's actually ridiculous how bland she is. She's like a robot, and she's not really given all that much to do. It tries to be like Atomic Blonde or John Wick, but it fails on every level. Not to mention, this movie's 140 minutes long. Oh, man. See, Ready Player One is 140 minutes long, but it feels like an hour. This movie feels like about 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, Red Sparrow, you're garbage. Pretentious as hell. You suck. Congratulations on making my top 20, Red Sparrow. Number 20. Coming in at number 19 is the first comedy on this list, and it's certainly not the last. This movie came out toward the end of the summer in August, and it stars Melissa McCarthy. I'm sure you guys know which movie I'm talking about. That movie, of course, is this. The Happy Time Murders. Yeah, let's take an idea from Sausage Party and do it with Muppets and have it star Melissa McCarthy. That should be a great idea. Oh, and better yet, it'll be directed by Jim Henson's son, Brian. And, oh my God. Yeah, just let that sink in. Let that sink in. You have Muppets cursing and, like, having sex and all this other crazy stuff. And this movie can be described in one word. Stupid. It is so stupid. It's not funny at all. I don't think I laughed once throughout this entire movie. It's stupid. Absolute garbage. And the one scene in this movie that pissed me off so much, had me cringing in the theater. I actually saw this in theaters, and I almost walked out at this scene. Let's just say it involves silly string. Yeah, it's not the first time I'll be doing that in this video. But, yeah. Absolute garbage. That scene was not funny. This movie's not funny. The jokes fall flat everywhere. Melissa McCarthy is irritating as hell. All the other characters are irritating. Happy Time Murders, number 19. Coming in at number 18 is a movie that can be described in only one way. And I'm probably gonna butcher this big time, but I'll try my best. My buddy's going to be taking like 1,000 photos of that. But yeah, like, I failed that miserably. Oh well. You guys should get the idea. My number 18. Truth or Dare. Yeah, no. Truth or Dare. Yeah, I liked it when you could actually play the game with friends. Not when it has stupid plots, stupid characters, and just it's used in such a... The game is done in such a stupid way. It reminded me a lot of Nerve, except Nerve, which is a movie that came out in 2016, I think, if I remember right. The movie Nerve. Like, Nerve did it so much better. I'm sorry. Like, the whole life or death garbage that this movie does. And just some of the stupidest decisions that these characters make. Oh my god. And there's a couple characters in this movie that are so annoying. It's actually ridiculous. Like, it's supposed to be a horror movie. It's more of a comedy. And don't even get me started on those stupid CGI smiles. Oh, man. Wow. Just... Truth or dare? Yeah, you suck. Truth or dare, indeed. I'll take the truth, and the truth is this movie sucks. Goodbye. Alright, my number 17. This is a remake of a movie that came out... I actually don't remember when it came out. 60s, 70s, 80s? I actually don't remember. But, yeah, it came out a long time ago. Except this remake is directed by Eli Roth. Yeah, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. Death Wish. Yeah, Death Wish. Like, watching this movie is pretty much a death wish. Yeah, it's a cheesy action movie, except it's not a cheesy 90s action movie that you can actually have fun with. It's garbage. Bruce Willis absolutely sucks in this movie. And, like, what happened to Bruce Willis? He used to be so great. Like, just watch Die Hard. Don't watch this movie. Eli Roth directs this thing to absolute hell. He just smothers his style throughout the entire movie with, like, all this gore and violence and other garbage that he's known for. Death Wish is absolute trash, and I actually know someone that might put this pretty high on his worst list, but yeah, just forget about it. Death Wish is number 17. Coming in at number 16 on my list is probably going to be the most controversial choice, like, throughout my entire worst list. I think it's the most overrated movie of the year. It has a lot of good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of my friends really like it. For me, if there's one thing I can't stand about movies, it's torture porn. And that's exactly what this movie is. And it sucks because this movie actually has a really good director. But yeah, my number 16. Yes, unfortunately, Gareth Evans does make an appearance on this list, and oh my god, this movie, it pissed me off. I'm sorry, guys, but Apostle, I thought, was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Like, Dan Stevens, he's the only redeeming thing about this movie. Other than that, it's just like another torture porn movie. Like, if you've seen movies like The Wicker Man, or The Green Inferno, or Cannibal Holocaust, the Saw films... Yeah, you can pretty much add this movie onto that list. It's just glorified torture porn. And that's the one thing in movies that I absolutely hate, is torture porn that leads to pretty much nothing. And that's what this movie is, especially one scene in particular. I hate to do it to you, Gareth Evans, but I gotta. That's the other thing. This movie's directed by Gareth Evans. It should have been awesome. And I know some people thought it was awesome. More power to them. I'm glad they like this movie. But as for me, Gareth Evans should just stick to action, because the Raid films are actually awesome. But yeah, Apostle, number 16. My number 15 is a kid's film, actually. And it's directed by the same guy that did those stupid Smurfs movies. Yeah, I think you know where I'm going here. Talking Dogs. My number 15. Yeah, that's right. It's Show Dogs. It's a stupid talking dog movie. Another one. Much like Cats and Dogs or Revenge of Kitty Galore, except this one's even worse than that one. And it's directed by Raha Gosnell, so yeah, that'll make for a good movie. Yeah, no. He's a terrible kids film director. He's awful. And this movie's awful. It really is. Like, I actually remember watching Chris Stuckman's dog react to that trailer. That was the best thing about the whole thing. Everything in the movie, it's just kiddie shenanigans, same old kids movie garbage. It's just awful. There's nothing funny about this movie. That's why Show Dogs is my number 15. Alright, number 14. Now this one actually disappoints me a lot because I'm a big fan of the franchise that this movie is connected to, and that's the Jackass franchise. I actually think Jackass is really funny. I liked Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. But this movie, I don't know what happened, but it's just depressing almost. So I think you guys know where I'm getting at here. Yeah, action point. Yeah, more like action pointless. Because this movie pretty much is pointless. Like, seriously, the whole movie is, like, it's at this amusement park. And it's based off an amusement park that was real at one point, Action Park. And it's infamous for causing, like, all sorts of injuries and stuff. But, oh my god, this movie, it's basically Johnny Knoxville and company injuring themselves. That's all it is. It's just really boring. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think watching people getting hurt is funny. Unless it's, like, done in a hilarious way. But just the same stuff over and over again for 90 minutes or however long this movie is. It's just, really boring and not funny at all. And on top of that, you have the newsroom scene. Time for another one. Would you look at that? It's empty. Yeah, goodbye. And I'll throw the bottle cap over there too. But yeah. Anyway, action pointless, I should say. Number 14. Moving on. My number 13. This name right here should give it away. Kate McKinnon. Time to open another one. Kate McKinnon. That name alone makes you want to drink. But yeah, anyway, my number 13. The Spy Who Dumped Me. Yeah, more like The Spy Who Took a Dump on Me, because that's what this movie felt like. Yeah, Mila Kunis, Kate McKinnon, they have no chemistry together. They're irritating as hell. The action scenes are okay, but other than that, just utter garbage. They say some of the stupidest things. Kate McKinnon does not know when to shut up. She's not funny. She's the female Adam Sandler. She's garbage. And just everything that happens in this movie, there's really no reason for it to happen. It's not funny. It's not enjoyable. It's a steaming hot pile of garbage. Spy Who Dumped Me, number 13. Alright, number 12. Congratulations, Melissa McCarthy. You're back once again to be on this list. Yeah, I'm not even going to beat around the bush here. Life of the Party. Yeah, Life of the Party indeed. Like a party when I was finished watching this movie, because that's how awful it is. Melissa McCarthy does not know when to shut up. The whole idea of a mom going back to college is just not a good idea at all. Like, I'm sorry, it's just so awkward. Like, remember the guilt trip? Yeah, it's like that, except this is at college. And then you watch Melissa McCarthy make out with this college guy several times where she just doesn't shut up. Like, oh, college is so much fun. You know, you should do this, daughter, and all this. Oh my god. Just stop. Stop for 1 second. Stop. Like, calm down, for the love of God. You're not funny by talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour constantly. Stop. And yeah, Ben Falcone is garbage. Like, Melissa McCarthy can be a funny actress. Just watch her in Spy, The Heat, Bridesmaids. Those three. And even St. Vincent she was good in. Not this movie. Not when she's working with her husband, Ben Falcone. Yeah, he's garbage. He made Tammy and The Boss, both of which are trash. And this movie's arguably the worst of all of them. It might be the worst of all of them. I don't know. Either way, Ben Falcone, yeah, you suck. Stop making movies. I wish he would, but he's got 2 movies coming out next year. Oh, God. Yeah, Life of the Party, number 12. My number 11 is actually an animated movie. It's the only animated movie on this list. And that's the worst animated film of the year. Sherlock Gnomes. Oh my God, this movie is just so stupid. I didn't even think Romeo and Juliet was very good. Like, not at all. I thought it was trash. And then you got this completely unnecessary sequel, where in the first 5 minutes of the movie, basically, you see gnomes twerking. I'm not kidding. Gnomes actually twerk in this movie. Just, it's so stupid. It's one of the dumbest animated movies I've ever seen. It's certainly not an emoji movie or anything like that, but it's still just stupid. It's awful. These Sherlock Gnomes or Sherlock Holmes rip-off movies just... they need to stop. Stop with it. Like, I haven't seen Holmes and Watson yet, but based on the reviews it's getting, I can only imagine that it's gonna suck when I finally do see it. Actually, I'm probably not gonna see it because my worst list is already coming out. So, yeah. Just, Sherlock Gnomes, number 11. And that is it. We are halfway through the top 20 list here. This is the end of part 2. I don't know if I'm going to upload it tonight or not. Maybe. But, yeah, at least it's filmed. And then, yeah, part 3 is definitely not coming out tonight. I can tell you that right now. It's because it's already getting kind of dark outside. But, yeah, I'll do my best to get part 3 out tomorrow, hopefully. I'm already exhausted, though. Like, I've gone through, like, almost 1.5 beer bottles so far. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content to come in the future. Subscribe if you want to see part 3. And, yeah, if you haven't checked out part 1 yet, make sure to check that out before you watch this part. If you want to know what my dishonorable mentions are, the 35 dishonorable mentions that I went through. So, yeah, make sure to check that part out. And then stay tuned for part 3, which will be coming tomorrow, and that's where I get into the worst of the worst to come out in 2018. The absolute worst. The top 10 worst movies of 2018. Oh, that'll be a fun one to film. Alright, anyway, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more stuff to come in the future. And until next time, once again, my name is the California Cougar. Always remember to stay California cool. Peace.